Hey guys, I've been in the mood to play Spelunky again lately, and one of the things I really wanted to do is some speedrunning. So I had gotten a reasonably okay record for killing Olmec. I got the Spelunky achievement. It was, what, 6.5 minutes, something like that? But somebody on my Steam friends list had a better time, and I just had the urge to beat him at it. Which I did, and didn't record it, but during that run I noticed that there was quite a bit of room for improvement in it, so I figured I'd keep at it a little bit and get a time to really be proud of. So, here's a run that went quite well for me. So we're just killing Olmec. I really wanted that jetpack, but I didn't have the money and wasn't going to rob the shop. So yeah, using the same basic strategy I did for my last speedrun, just ignore almost everything. If there's any crates or damsels very conveniently along the way, like that one, I'll go for them. These crawling skin levels are about the second worst thing that can happen during a speedrun. The worst thing is a damn tiki village level. Those things are horrible, but both of those types of level generation can completely block off your way down. And yeah, I decided to use a bomb there rather than trying to go around, and luckily enough I was right above the exit. And yeah, as you speedrun, you sort of learn the patterns of the levels. Like you'll see, I've mentioned before, Spelunky generates levels in 4x4 chunks, and you'll start to... Oh yeah, I took some fall damage there. I was not happy about it, but it didn't end up ruining the run. Woo! Dangerous tiki trap move there, but it worked. Yeah, so you'll start to notice particular chunks that you'll never see that are on the beaten path to the way to the exit, so you know to go the other way, even if both ways look open. So there isn't really any way to describe which is which. You just have to play and observe your scenery, see which things you always see on the way to the exit and which things you never do. For example, an altar or an idol. If I see either of those things, I know that they're not going to be the way to the exit, so I always go the other way. Considered going for that damsel, but decided not to use a rope on him. Or more than that, just not to use the time to get down there to him. Ice Caves in 141, that's a pretty good time. I've had better. Gotten here in 130 before. So there I got a cape and a crate, which is just about the best thing I could have hoped for. Other thing I would have wanted there was a compass, but ultimately I think a cape is a better choice, because what I can do is just go down sort of toward the middle of the level. I do sacrifice this damsel hoping for something good, but all I get is paste, which I never actually use, but yeah, had to try. Yeah, so if I have the cape, I can just sort of go down toward the middle of the level and figure out whether the exit's on the left or right, or it'll be in sight. 50-50 chance. But yeah, compass is still an extremely valuable thing to have. As much in the ice caves as it is in the temple. Like, the temple is where you really want it, because it is really hazardous territory, and here we're going to want to be able to bomb through the floor, get away from mummies and things. I do a little bit of trickery to deal with mummies on the way here. We'll see in a second. Also got very lucky with the level generation here. We did have one crawling skin level, but it turned out not to be too bad. There's a lot of luck in these speedruns. You just sort of have to try again and again and again until the game is friendly to you. So that mummy gets crush trapped. I know the Hawkman's going to jump over me, so I just stay on the ground and walk toward him to get him out of the way. I was sure the crush trap was on cooldown, then I used it to kill this mummy, which actually worked quite well. I see the altar there, so I know the exit can't possibly be to the left, so I immediately go right. And that was the corner of the level anyway. I'm not sure I could actually see the wall, though. Also considered going for that damsel, but decided I really didn't need it this late in the game. Exit was very conveniently straight down, and we are at Olmec. I did some practice using the temple shortcut to figure out a good strategy for killing Olmec. The one that I use here, I think, is basically the fastest possible way you can do it, barring, you know, small jumping improvements. Well, I guess if you have lots of bombs, you could do it faster, but the fastest possible way to do it without bombs. It's also a little bit luck-based. You have to hope that none of his spawns get down in your little passage there, but I mean, I don't really need to explain how this works. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, there was one, but fortunately I got him to crush it. Then when he gets down to here, I put up a rope. So this is a rather tricky move here. You have to be jumping, but not on the rope when Olmec is doing the final stomp. Otherwise, he'll stun you, and you'll fall in the lava. But yeah, there is the run. I'm pretty proud of what I've done there. Obviously, it can be improved further, but not a huge amount without learning to use the teleporter. I tried a few teleporter runs. It is a tricky item to use. Haven't gotten good enough with it to be able to actually speed up a run with it. I usually just go at the normal speed until I manage to kill myself by teleporting into a wall. And there's the time, 3:33.956. I'm quite happy with that. I was really just aiming for a sub 4-minute run, and I got it by quite a bit. So let's check our leaderboards. 45th place overall, which is not too bad at all. I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, I may eventually try speedrunning Yama. He's much harder to do because there's a lot, it's even more luck-based, and there's just a lot more to pay attention to along the way. I'll probably start streaming again at some point. I just haven't quite felt up to it lately. But yeah, hopefully soon you'll see me go live on Twitch and play some Spelunky Daily Challenges again. So I'll see you guys when that happens.